We go back to the park where I lost Aggie. We tell the kids at the swing about Aggie. We tell the people at the pound. I do not feel so brave now. Why do you think he's sad?
Because a long day.
It's a long day without who?
Aggie.
Right.
Here at the BIP Lab, we focus on parent engagement. That is the common thread across all of the different strategies that we're looking at and testing.
The PACT project, or the Parents and Children Together project, is a study that uses tools and insights learned from behavioral economics to test if we can get parents to spend more time engaging in educational activities with their children. And in particular, we are looking at storybook reading.
This is my papa. He loves me too. This is my uncle. He thinks I'm funny. This is my grandma. She says, goodness gracious.
The way that this project works is that we give the parents an iPad to borrow for 6 weeks. And on the iPad, we've got a program called A Story Before Bed. And it's loaded with 500 books in English and Spanish and some other languages as well. The parents take the iPad home over the course of the 6 weeks, and they will record themselves reading with their children. And then every week, the parent checks in with us so that we can download the data. We can take a look at how many videos they made, how much time they spent reading, and we can let them know how much time they spent over the course of that week.
The field of behavioral economics had produced tremendous results in the areas of retirement savings and health outcomes, and what we wanted to find out was whether or not these particular tools could make a difference in parenting strategies.
The way that this program utilizes insights learned from behavioral economics is through what we colloquially call nudges. And so we've got almost a package of these types of nudges. The first one is goal setting, in which a parent sets how much time they'd like to commit. The second one is feedback on their goals, how much time they actually spent. The third one is text message reminders that are sent throughout the week. And the final one is a social rewards component, in which the participants know who read the most that week.
A lot of parenting strategies include providing information. And what we thought is there this added component that could be tacked on? In addition to giving parents information, perhaps tapping into motivation could be helpful. One of the important things about this study is that we objectively measured the data. It's not based on parent self-report.
We found that as a result of receiving these four nudges, parents who were in the PACT experimental group read twice as much as parents who were in the control group. And it was amazing to see just that bar graph of the amount of time the control group spent, and then how much of an influence just these four very simple nudges can have.
Our next question is whether or not there's a habit that's formed, whether or not these particular reading habits actually are there and they actually stick.
So we're currently engaging in a follow-up study in which we're getting parents who participated in the past rounds of PACT to join back up with us, but this time we're not sending them any text messages. We're not having them check in, we're not telling them how they're doing, and we'd like to look at the data at the end of that and see if there is still a difference there.
This is my brother. He thinks I'm special. This is my pets, best friends indeed. That's a good book, huh?
We don't believe that this is the end-all be-all to all parenting strategies. We know there are very important parenting programs out there, and we think in some instances these low-cost, light-touch tools could be used as a standalone program, and in other instances they might be layered on top of a program to increase parent engagement in the program. There's a lot to be done, but the question we're trying to answer is whether or not this could be helpful.